Ninja and Darcy here. Got the money spot series I'm doing at the moment. So more a demonstration thing and show you what we do to get the most bang for buck. Yep. So we're going to do the glute tendon, this one in here. That's a one that we're really known for. I'm going to adapt my technique today because of the sunshine. We just wanted to get some sun. Me and Darcy love nature and getting in the sun and getting our vitamin D. So I'd usually come around here and I'd be going up and into there with my elbow, but what I'm going to do is adapt my technique so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Yeah. And give us an opportunity to have a chat. Yep. So first up, the bang for buck, the money spot. The reason we kind of go into these areas because we know that they're going to give people a lot of value because they can be the source of their suffering. Yeah. Attachment is a source of suffering. The old Buddha line. Yep. So yeah, we kind of use that line in our body work where things attach on is normally where the source of suffering is for people. So we try and really pin and hold these spots for people so we can kind of get rid of that stuck spot for them, get them unblocked and out of trouble. So if you do want to learn how to do all our money spot techniques, our bodywork methods and philosophies, we do 2 courses a year at the moment, the online ones. So they run for 14 weeks at a time. There's one in February and August each year. So they culminate in a money spot weekend where you can come for the whole weekend, wherever you're in the world, just book your flight and come down and we immerse in the money spot. So all the different ones that are around the body, you're able to feel it from us, do it on us and get critiqued and make sure you're proficient at it. But yeah, the whole journey along the way is how you can get our methods and philosophies to sink in by watching the videos that we're in our Bodywork Bible and then tuning into the webinars each week, ask questions, see live demonstrations, hear our philosophies, hear about our professional and personal development stuff that we talk about. So it's a real holistic course, so we're not, we try to go deep rather than just be a superficial body worker and just sort of not caring and just sort of making cookie cutter kind of thing. We want to tailor to each person and then, give them the best results they possibly can get, not just sort of not caring and just giving everyone the same kind of treatment and injecting onto them what we think they need. So that's where we differ.
Yeah, and what's cool about it is if you didn't gather this from what Ninja just spoke, is it's accessible to everybody in the world. So it doesn't matter if you're in Dubai or India or America. We've had lots of people who've done the mentorship from those parts of the world and really valued it and got a lot out of it. And their business and their body work has been more effective and more successful since doing the course. So it's really good. How many people have completed the course, man? How many are certified MMT practitioners and are on our directory? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Aaron's more the figures man. But
would you say 50 plus?
50 plus, yeah.
So that's pretty good.
So yeah,
doing good work and got some really good feedback and reviews and those types of things from some of them as well. But what I gathered, Ninj, while you were talking about attachment is the source of suffering, and that might be the title of this video if you got to this point, is and what the Buddha said that?
Yeah, it's a Buddha line, yeah.
I think what we have been discussing earlier in our team meeting and it's something we go over early in the year and maybe at the halfway or the midway point of the year is setting our goals and our standards and our expectations on ourselves. And we look at, different pillars. It might be spiritual, mental, tertiary or like work related, financial, family, all these different pillars in life that are part of our values and some value family higher than financial and some value work higher than spiritual and everybody's different, so it's personal to you, but it's a really good way to reflect on where you're at, where you want to be and these types of things. But one thing that we discussed was, and that's why it's coming up for me now, is the attachment is the source of suffering, is addictions. A lot of people that wanted to give something up, it was an addiction. You know, it was something that wasn't serving them. It was unhealthy. You know, it was food. A lot of people in our that work here at MMT, our staff, our employees, wanted to give up some sort of food that they, you know, if it was fast foods or grains or seed oils or sugar processed foods, yep. Whatever, it was that, because there's so many addictions out there that aren't serving you, and I'm sure a lot of you can resonate and relate to that if we were to give one of those up, how would our life look? You know, how would we flourish and prosper and benefit with leaving the things that we don't need, that aren't serving us, behind? So that might be, what are some other ones, man? It might be like porn, it might be gambling, it might be alcohol. Alcohol was another one. Alcohol was a big one, or drugs, you know. They're these little instant gratifications that we search for, scrolling on YouTube or Instagram. Look, don't stop scrolling on our YouTube channel, but maybe you are watching too much, or you're putting in too much time into screen time and you know, hooked on your phone or laptop, and maybe getting out in nature and going for a walk or reading a book or doing some physical activity in the gym or something might benefit you. So. Anything that you wanted to add into that, Ninj? Like maybe talk about the things you're giving up and how you've become more present in your life because of it.
Yeah. So just to add to what Darcy was just saying, a lot of times things are they're hidden, they're kind of normalized. Yeah. So like eating fast food or you know
chips, dips.
Yeah. Just scrolling. So my main one was scrolling, and what I was getting at was like you get lost in a scroll hole. You're getting lots of dopamine hits, so you kind of but you haven't earned it. And that was one of my main things that I kind of got, was like I was getting dopamine, but I hadn't actually done anything to kind of deserve dopamine. You know, I hadn't helped somebody, I hadn't eaten some good food, I hadn't done exercise or
challenge yourself to an ice bath or a sauna or
done anything to achieve anything, you know. And you can kind of get lost in your phone. The phone is like one of the biggest addictions, and like I challenged myself to doing 3 weeks no scrolling. So that was my rules, where I was allowed to check my messages on the Facebook and Instagram, but I wasn't allowed to scroll. Okay, so the other thing I was allowed to do was repost, so collaborate and share stories from our business. But other than that, wasn't allowed to do anything. And even like when you open up Instagram just to check your messages, something pops up. It's like, oh, I want to look at it. You know, you don't realise just how much you've addicted to looking at all these different characters that are on there that are kind of, you know, talking about certain things, and they just sort of, the algorithm just knows what you like, because you've kind of created this beast, and you're just getting feeding your biases a lot of times too. So if you're kind of looking at heaps of relationship stuff or exercise stuff or food stuff or whatever tech stuff, like that's what's going to come into your feed. So I've kind of liked choosing my feed, choosing what comes into my field of awareness by doing longer form things like YouTube, podcasts and things like that. More things that educate you, or you just listen to music and things like that. So it's kind of more going back to some old school things where you're just willing to just sit with yourself and be, and figure out what's going on for you. I think they're big things. And but for a start, you're just grabbing your phone and you're just grabbing it all the time. And then you go, I can't do anything with this. I'm just so used to pressing those icons, on your phone, the Facebook, the Instagram, the TikTok, or whatever you do. And once I kind of got through that first days of being really uncomfortable, then it was liberating in a way. Because I had so much more time just to spend with real people, and that's kind of what we're here to do, is to share life with people, our family and friends. I know that the phone is an awesome tool. I'm not going to discount that. It's sort of what's helped our business out so much. But what we're talking about is abuse and neglect, and what is healthy and what really impacts us. So it's not until you do a detox on something then you can kind of learn where the balance point is and what is healthy And but I think it is really good to recognise things in yourself, that your behaviour that aren't serving you, or you're doing too much of it or too little of it, you're abusing or you're neglecting, and then changing that right up, and that changes the way that your brain thinks about things. So yeah, I found it a really good exercise, and just a lot more present. I'm not as influenced by all the different things that are coming into my awareness, so it means that you're not as judgmental, you're more kind, you're more, and just live in the real world.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So I'm really proud of myself. So I'm about 4 weeks now. So I just said I was going to do 3 weeks no scrolling. So I'm just continuing it on. So my Instagram graph has to say less than 5 minutes a day of time on that app. So
wow, how many people out there? If you go and check that on your iPhone or your Samsung or your Android, whatever you've got, I bet majority of the population is plus an hour.
Yeah.
Plus an hour at least. And mine too. Yeah. I'm not going to hide and sit here and judge and say that I'm a saint. Mine too. And certainly I can see it in your energy, Ninja, and how present you are. And how, like, staying on the topic of scrolling, isn't it crap when you're hanging out with someone or communicating, talking with somebody, you're out for dinner, and they're just got to quickly do something on their phone, and even if they put it down, they pick it up. How many times do you pick it up? Notice if you were to not pick it up, how many times the person you're hanging out with does, and how, like, that you go, look, that's okay, that's their thing, but what I'm working on, what I'm trying to stick to, what I'm trying to be disciplined about, and have some integrity in my self-worth, is to give that up. And that's awesome, Ninja. That's cool that you're giving that a go. I think we could all give that one a go, even if it's a week, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that you're suggesting is you've done 3 weeks and you already just want to continue on because you're seeing the benefits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
it's life-changing.
Cool. Yeah.
It is life-changing. And I suppose I come from an era where I'm older, so before computers and phones and things like that, so I know what it's like to be bored in a way when you're a kid, but then it's good because then you go and ride your bike, you go and make a cubby, you go around to a friend's house, you knock on their door, you do things like that. So in a way, we were forced to be present back in those days because, like we had to kind of wait for people to come out of their house or things like that. We couldn't just scroll. It wasn't just games and stuff to play. I never played computer games and things. We had to be in the real world. We actually got fit. We practiced our shooting basketballs, kicking a football, and hitting a tennis ball, things like that.
Active and creative.
Yeah. We did art and
build cubby houses or
things like that.
Just got out on your bike and
made things,
and there are still some really great parents and kids and children that are doing that, but and no judgment to those that aren't. I'm not a parent, but it's just evolution, the way we've gone. Are we going too fast? I think we can all agree that we potentially are, especially with AI and look, they're a great resource, don't get me wrong. ChatGPT is awesome, and so it's phenomenal how all that can work, but it's scary in a sense, isn't it? So we still have control. That's the big picture, is you have control of what you do, and there's a choice and there's a decision, and if you think that you've got a problem, you probably do. And it's probably the right time to challenge yourself. And don't do it alone. Do it with a mate. Do it with somebody else you think you're eating too much fast food. Let's not have fast food for a month. You're drinking too much. Let's not drink for a month. And see by the end of that month how far you get, because I can guarantee a majority of you will want to continue it on.
Yeah.
You'll want to do another month or another week or another,
Or find your balance point.
You'll find your balance point, exactly. You go, I can have a drink, but it's just like
moderation.
Or
you might be a person that can't drink because you just fuck up.
Yeah.
Like myself.
Yeah.
So I had to go 0.
Yeah.
But
what is yours? Put it in the comments. Is it might be more unique to you. We might not have heard of the thing that you want to just stop. Just stop for the time being. It might be 12 months, might be 6 months. might be a week. But yeah, the importance of owning your shit, rectifying it, and taking responsibility is important in this day and age, because it's too easy to distract ourselves with stimulus and blame other things, and oh no, I'm depressed, I'm going through a bit of shit, you know, I don't need to give up alcohol, or no, it's not that bad, I'm alright, who cares, it's just porn. Oh fuck it, fast food, we all eat it, you know. Stop just being this typical Aussie culture. I know that you're not all Aussie that are watching this, but fuck the benefits of sticking to doing something that you say you're going to do is so rewarding, and I can't promise you that you're going to be like, I can promise you that you're going to feel so much better when you stick to it. So I jumbled that and butchered it a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So just what you just said at the start, man, like it's self-control. I think that's a big one for you right now. You've even got a tattoo based around that. So discipline, which is not a word that you hear that much in today's world. But have you got self-control? Yeah. Have you got personal integrity to kind of say you're going to do something and then actually do it?
Yeah.
You know, because you're the only one that's going to, you know at the end of the day if you kind of did break your rules, didn't do what you set out to do. So it's a big thing. So self-control, because if you kind of don't have any self-control, you're unconscious in a way. You're just sort of just doing things willy-nilly. You just don't care, you know, about yourself. So that's what it comes back to is
self-care.
Self-care.
Self-love.
Yep. Do you care about yourself enough not to be destructive? You know, and like when you do stop these kind of things, you face different things, and it's so much better once you face things, because like we're all scared of hard conversation. We're scared of what's inside us, scared of our old traumas or our old behaviour patterns and things like that. But once you do enter the world and you grow up a little, your life changes for the better. So we're just really encouraging people to, you know, identify something that is addictive. And let's see if changing that changes your life.
It will. If you don't challenge yourself now and you stay in that comfort zone for the rest of your life, the next big challenge, the divorce, or you break up, or you get sick, or something that happened. I hope this doesn't happen to anybody out there, but it's inevitable that a big challenge is coming. If you don't do the tough thing now, that you can go, fuck, I do have self-love, I do have integrity, I can get through this, that challenge will really hold you down, and you will fucking find it a lot harder to get back up in comparison to going through some challenges and some tough times now that you create for yourself. Because fucking comfort is easy. It's so easy to just kick back and sit on the couch and not go to the gym and you know, just order Uber Eats and then, you know, just go into the next day and go into the next day, and you're running at 50%. Challenge yourself. Get up in the morning, go for a swim at the beach, see the sunshine, do things that eat really well, get your protein in, do the things that you know are good for you, and you'll start to understand that the challenges that you create for yourself now are actually so rewarding, and you'll fucking prosper.
That's it, brother.
That's it. How's that glute going, man?
I reckon it's very tenderized.
It's good.
Soft.
It's
fixed.
Awesome.
Thanks for the chat, Darcy.
A little bit of wisdom from Ninja and Darcy in your 2025. It's a good time to reflect and take ownership of your shit, and write it down. You got to write it down. But the one thing that I really like is doing it with somebody, because doing it with somebody, you'll keep each other accountable. Start with that, and it doesn't have to be both do the same thing. It's, hey, I'm giving up fast food and sugar, and he's given up scrolling, or sleeping in, or going to bed at 12 o'clock, or whatever the fuck it is that you know isn't a habit that's serving you. What do you got for us, Ninja?
I reckon that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
All we can think of for now. There's probably more, but yeah.
Oh, we could sit here and chat all day and sit in the sun, but
that's it.
Hopefully you got something out of that, guys. Do comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah.
If you like the idea of doing the mentorship course, that link is in the description below.
Yeah.
Head to our Patreon for more exclusive content and buy a fucking calendar, cunts.
Buy a calendar, yeah.
So buy a calendar, you mad bastards.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Maybe put in the comments what you're gonna give up.
Yep.
Yeah. Give up, cut out, cut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you tell the world knows, and you've got to stick to it.
It's up to you to have integrity after that.
Yeah, don't hide it.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll do this.
Yeah. Get it done.
Yep.
Done.
Done.